Good morning, everyone. It is part 2 of my Provençal dream vlog, and this morning we are viewing a property that it's honestly my dream. I mean, I wouldn't want to have the upkeep, but I would want to live here. We have come to Chateau Estublon and we are spending the day here. We're going to be doing wine tasting, olive oil sampling. They have a beautiful boutique here as well, and they are currently showing us around the gardens, and the girls were absolutely howling at us because we just walked into the lobby and the lobby was just a courtyard, and then they took us through the gardens to this. This is on the other side of the camera. The turrets, the roses, how are those staircases standing? I have no idea. Oh my goodness me, this is making me so emotional. And we have such a unique opportunity today because nobody is in residence in the house. So we are getting a full view of the chateau and the gardens. And then on the other side, you have a very hunky gentleman who is capturing not one, but 2 of the water features with the cypress trees. Look at all of the roses, the irises. I am just blown away. I am absolutely blown away. We walked in over here and it was just the courtyard and we were like, oh my gosh. But we are going to be getting a unique look at Chateau Estublon today, and we are also going to be having a picnic and enjoying a day in the sunshine because we have gorgeous blue skies.
It was a mas, and in Provence a mas is a farm.
Ah, so this was a farmhouse.
Yes.
Looking like this, or this is a rebuild?
Not looking like this.
Okay.
And the restaurant, the actual restaurant, were the stables.
Ah.
And here in the 16th century there was the religion war, and the house was completely destroyed. And this dates from 1731.
Ah, so this, wow.
1731 is quite old.
Yeah, oh my gosh. yeah.
Here we have 10 rooms.
And do you do weddings?
Weddings and also holidays. People come and rent it for a week for holidays.
I want that kind of holiday, please. This is so beautiful. So 10 rooms. And you can get married in the garden?
In the garden, and you will see that you have a lot of different venues where that you can use for weddings.
For different parties, you could do a pre-wedding. Exactly. Oh my gosh, I'm planning my second wedding. Oh, it's so beautiful. So you're going to have to ignore the leaf blower in the background. Ali is not doing it, it is the gardeners here. So these gardens were actually redesigned 3 years ago to be the almost epitome of a Provençal garden. So everything from the cypress trees to the layout to the details of having the water features are strictly in line with being a Provençal garden. The roses that have been selected are strictly Provençal roses, and it is, which I didn't know, a strict guideline. And I think that this is such a wonderful thing if you have a garden in England and you're looking to create rooms and you love areas of the world in particular. I think for me, I would love to have a bit of a like Provençal themed garden area in our home, because you just get to make a theme out of it and it feels like you're back in a place that you love so much. So this I really appreciate the beauty of, and the time and the sheer dedication to keeping the tradition of a Provençal garden alive in this way. It's exquisite.
So these olive trees are over 200 years old.
Oh my goodness.
And what happened is that in 1956, so it's quite recent, there was a very cold winter and the sap froze in the trunks and the trunks exploded. So that's why you have the very old trees with multiple trunks.
I was going to say, because they don't look that old, because they're so thin, and yet it's because
it's exploded. So we had to cut them. 90% of the trees died, but a few after we cut them kept on growing with multiple trunks. And the olive grower at that time found out that if you have different trees, you have more chances to survive, because if one tree dies, the other will take over. So all the trees that were planted after this winter were all shaped with multiple trunks for these reasons.
Wow.
So they're quite unique.
Yeah.
Goodness. And this is the party garden.
There is an example of setup.
Oh my word. Can I show this here?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, this is the example of what you can have done here if you get married.
And then this is just here.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
Dinners, so here you have
Like this.
orange or
Oh my word. that. So you could have an entire banquet table in the middle of the vineyards, and they were just saying that all of the wildflowers that are planted between the vines are there on purpose because they help preserve the moisture and nutrition of the soil, so that the vines are well fed, well looked after, well watered and well kept. There is a very, very specific ecosystem that they have here, and everything is organic and natural. So they still utilise, on the vines at the other end, they still utilise the roses planted at the ends of each of the vines, which is a very, very easy way of showcasing whether mildew is present in the vines, because the roses will capture the mildew first. So it enables people to treat, or at the very least mitigate, mildew on the vines, because we don't want it. But I would say that this is one of those sort of dream wedding venues that inside, I wish I could have shown you inside. It was everything I love about Provençal interiors, but what they do is they keep it quite exclusive, so that when you get married here, that those interiors and those special moments in the main house are private, so we haven't filmed them. But my goodness me, if you are lucky enough to get married here, I'm so jealous. I hope you do. If one of you is watching and you want to get married somewhere, I mean, this is a very, 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 very luxurious wedding venue. But if you get married here, I want an invite, okay? I want to be here. We are now making our way up to the potager to have the tasting, and we are going to be tasting some of the wines that they actually produce here at Chateau Estublon. So they have quite a famous rosé that they partner with a vineyard, because there is a small amount of space for them here to create the wines that they do, which are very, very, very intrinsically Provençal flavours and terroir, as she said. Oh, it's so beautiful. And in this region, it's particularly very light and elegant wines, which is my absolute favourite. So I'm very much looking forward to trying the ones that they produce here. But they also have this sort of sister vineyard, which is still very much produced by the team here, but it is just a separate area, so there are slightly different attributes and the soils are different, so it's not in line with what they actually have here, but it is still the same production. So I am very much living my best life right now. Wine tasting in a kitchen garden, what a dream. And a traditional potager. And I think by those beautiful stone, what do they call, finials, they're all vegetables. Oh, I'm in love. And the greenhouse at the end. So through these gates, I think, is my literal heaven. Bonjour! Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. You're going to need to give me a minute to get my head around this. You're utilising green manure here?
Yes.
Yes.
I've not heard of green manure before.
So basically what you do with this green manure is you never have the soil exposed. So if you're not utilising the bed at that time, you sprinkle seeds and it grows like this, and then you can cut it down as well, and you mulch it, and it feeds the soil.
Goes into the soil.
Yeah,
Very
so
clever.
we could do that at the end of the growing season on our beds, and it always looks beautiful as well.
Yeah.
These are bay leaf,
Oh wow! Bay leaf topiaries!
and you can really do something that is beautiful with bay leaf.
We had recently bay leaf ice cream.
Wow.
It was so
Really
beautiful.
nice.
It was
Yeah.
really beautiful. It was subtle, because obviously bay leaf is more of a savoury, but it was beautiful, really lovely. They look really good.
If you want to put some, you can.
Don't tempt me. These structures are unbelievable. And what is this building with the...
This is for the chicken.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was for the chickens. Look at that chicken coop.
Cocks and free.
Do you?
Are they in there at the moment? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we can go.
Oh, yes, please. Now that is a chicken coop. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at the roses planted around as well. Oh my goodness me. And they just come out of the little hole down there. Oh my goodness. Oh, they have a garden, of course. This is just the front of the house. And they have little chicken rose baths. Stop it. That is so adorable. Oh, bless them. We need to up our... Ah! We miss that sound so much.
They are garlic flower. So the flowers are edible and they taste like garlic and onions, kind of a mix.
Can I try one?
Yes, sure. I will pick a few. And the idea is that they repel snakes and mice. So here the role is to protect the crop
As much as possible.
And use it in the kitchen to as a decoration.
Yeah.
So the smell is disturbs the snake and
wow. Oh wow.
yeah.
Gosh, yes, it's lovely.
We are at the very south of the Rhone Valley and the very west part of the Provence wine region.
Okay.
So we have the grapes from the Rhone Valley with the climate and the terroir of Provence, which makes a very nice balance.
Wow.
Because in the Rhone Valley the wines are very bold and very bodied, but here we
Lighten them up.
we make something that is rich with this, which is complex, but not too bold, not too heavy.
I was reading about wines on the way over here, and one of the wines that sounded like I would really like it was in the fridge when I got to Mas Castillion, and so I was like instantly. Thank you so much. It's such a beautiful bottle as well.
Yeah.
I very much appreciate beautiful bottles of wine.
Traditional rosé with Grenache, Syrah, and Cinsault. So this is the perfect match, the perfect blend. What is different here is that we age this wine in oak for a few months. So it's about 6 months, just to bring more roundness. A rosé you like when it's crispy, when it's very light and easy to drink. But here we wanted to bring a bit more body and to make a food wine.
Good.
This is very nice.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That's really nice, and I like that even though it's got more flavour to it, it's still got the traditional light peachy rosé colour.
Because does oaking normally make the wine go darker?
It can, but it depends on what variety, because some variety will have a different reaction to oak, and how long.
Yeah, of
So
course.
6 months is short enough,
time.
and it's not all the blend that is aged in oak, because it will be darker.
Yeah,
indeed. And this
Well,
is
it's very
not
balanced.
just an aperitif wine, it's a wine that you can pair with food.
One of the things that I like to do, and I'm trying to do more of because we're just building our bar area and I want to stock it with wines that I enjoy on my travels. If you wanted to buy in England, if I wanted to buy this rosé, for example, I can have a crate of 6 sent to England.
And we can ship it.
Perfect. Good to know.
Good to know.
But you won't find it. Do you know the difference between a domaine and a chateau and a mas and a clos?
So a chateau is one building and a domain is multiple.
Okay.
No.
That's a good beginning. The chateau, you must have your vineyard and your winery in the same place.
Okay.
So everything is and is picked and cultivated in the same place as it's vinified.
Okay.
When you have a domain, you can have your winery, and your vineyard is split into small plots of land.
Okay.
It's not part of the same
Estate.
property.
Okay.
Same estate, but not the same land.
And clos?
Clos, C-L-O-S,
Yeah.
it means that it's closed. So it means that you have a real wall that limits it. the
Perimeter.
property.
Yeah.
So clos, it really means that you cannot grow or you cannot use grapes that don't grow
Outside.
within
Okay.
MAS is a farm. So it means that
Farm, not
long
house.
before you had a farm with stables, with trees, with vines, with everything.
Yes.
But it was just it wasn't just a vineyard or an olive grove.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay.
There is
Smells
a-
lovely. It smells a bit of me, that.
A bit of
Bit of me. Oh, bad English. I like
Ali and his blooming
it smells like something I would like.
okay.
Yeah.
What did you say?
a bit of me.
A bit of
So
me, okay.
it's slang in England, which means that this is my type.
Okay.
My type. Yeah.
Okay, good. You learn about wine, I learn about
Yeah.
wine.
You don't need to learn that English. That's bad English.
You'll say to Maeva later, "Oh, that is a bit of me." It
Yeah.
should be like. So Ali likes this one. I haven't tried this yet.
Here you have this battery nest.
Oh yeah.
It's very round, very rich finish. You have this fresh fruit flavors and a bit citrusy that bring freshness and crispiness.
This is like a wine that I would like with like good food.
Yeah,
really
this
good
is
food.
A cheese wine.
Ooh. Okay, so we're back in the AOP with the red.
It smells delicious.
Yes, so it's Syrah, Mourvèdre and Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay.
So this is aged in oak for 12 months, but not only in oak. Also, we use concrete eggs. So in concrete eggs, the shape creates movements. So the wine is always moving. For 12 months, it's always moving, which help the wine to age in very homogeneous way.
The labels are so beautifully designed. They really are. I love the scrolls and the scripts.
And we didn't change the design. We wanted to keep this traditional label.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
We must have the Nutri-Score on the bottle.
Is that a new regulation?
Yeah. With the sugar content.
Oh, that's a sad regulation.
That's a sad.
Who cares?
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
but
just.
You don't want to know what is.
No.
No,
This
I
is
don't
a
need that kind of.
pleasure,
Yes, it's not for
pleasure
health,
product.
it's for enjoyment.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is for living a good, a happy life, not living a nutritionally, you know, whatever.
This is part of gastronomy. You pair food and wine, and so the government kind of promotion of alcohol, which is not bad, not good for your health.
Yeah.
So
In moderation.
we must
Then have to say
that. And in the advertisements, we are not allowed to smile when you're
show enjoyment.
Exactly.
We have similar regulations in marketing
and
in
here
England.
it's very, very strict.
Yeah.
Because of course we are a big producer of alcohol.
So you're being watched.
But we can't promote it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. We can.
Yeah.
And we're
Please
from
do.
England. Yeah.
Cheers to
Smile.
that. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is spectacular. Oh my goodness, this is where we are going to be having our picnic today. This looks absolutely incredible. And then the views that you have from the table. Oh my gosh, this is so incredible. We have our menu. Carpaccio di Saint-Pierre et petits pois à l'huile d'olive Estublon. Oh wow, this is incredible. And a stocked wine cooler. Look at this. Wow. My goodness me, we are having an absolute feast. Whilst looking out, we have the most perfect wind as well. We would be so hot if we didn't have this breeze. So I hope you can hear me. But this is perfection. Absolute perfection.
Raspberry and vanilla.
Yeah.
And strawberry and almond.
Oh wow.
And this is our special chocolate mousse.
Oh my gosh.
Should be served with olive oil on top.
Wow. And this is
And these are fruits.
beautiful. Oh wow. Thank you so much. Dessert is served. So this is a very, very special dessert because this is like a chocolate wafer almost encapsulated in chocolate, and then a mousse, and then a little garnish on top, and then they put their less peppery oil that you just drizzle on top. And then we've got blueberry tart. We have the beautiful wildflower and poppy fields interspersed with the lavender. This is a wonderful way of keeping colour and floral throughout the seasons whilst the lavender comes up. And for our final stop, we are in the shop here at Chateau Estublon, and we have all of the different olive oils that they have. Little did I know that there was all of these different olive oils that you could have with different profiles. It is absolutely mind-blowing. And you can come and taste all of them. Citron, yeah, look, basilic, citron, thyme, so many. We are currently in the wine tasting room, which is also paired with their shop. They have beautiful little basket bags, but they also have all of the roseblood, which is their mass production, but still with the elements of Chateau Estublon in the wine and still very much controlled by their creatives. But it does not just stop at wine and olive oil and food and things like that. They have ceramics, they have basket bags, they have hats, and many other... Oh, there's different... Oh, that is such a gorgeous bottle. Source de Roseblood. Such an incredible name for a brand. Wow. We are back from Chateau Estublon. What an incredible afternoon. You can actually book what we did today as well. You can do, for 2 people, I believe it's like... Oh, I don't know what they charge here at Mas Castillion, but basically you can go and do it on your own, but you can also have it as part of your itinerary if you stay here at Mas Castillion. Chateau Estublon is also an exclusive use property, different kind of tier in terms of the number of bedrooms, the price point, that kind of thing. It's a much, much bigger property, but my goodness me, the wedding. It just that would just be the most exquisite venue. And obviously you can go and do the wine and olive oil tasting there, as well as having lunch in the exact same way that we did, and have the tour. It's not like open to the public, it has a public restaurant. Obviously you can't book if someone is in the main house as well, so it does just have to fit around that. We are heading this evening for dinner at Le Mas Castillion, which is part of Domaine de Chabran, and we are having dinner there as part of almost like their supper club, where they enable people to book, they have friends and that kind of thing. This is one of their properties that I think was kind of in the works when we were last here and definitely wasn't able to be visited or stayed at, but we are going to be having a look around. It's our first time going, and I'm really excited because this is definitely like more of a sort of central village location, so it's right opposite Le Bistrot where we went last time, where you basically go and they choose the meals that you're having. It can get quite rowdy, it can get quite fun, and depending on the crowd, but we had such a good time there last time, so it's like in that little area. I will show you my outfit, but we have to go for our last evening in Provence. The soundtrack of summer. So my outfit is a little bit of a rewear and a restyle. I'm wearing my Olana skirt with a with nothing underneath shirt that matches the blue really, really nicely. I love this outfit because I feel like you get such versatility in it. And I've also got a little Ralph Lauren cardigan, my little basket, and white Hermes sandals. And we are going to go for... You look very smart. Very smart, monsieur. Oh yeah, okay. Little cheeky selfie. Oh my goodness. This is stunning. Look at the loggia over there. Oh my goodness me. Wow.
It is monstrous, isn't it?
More than 300 years old, this tree. One of the oldest sycamore trees in France. Oh my goodness. Is this part down here? Oh my goodness me. This is so... Oh my gosh, I think we have the same tables. So beautiful infinity pool here at Mas Castillion. This is stunning. The cabinetry, the furniture, oh, the outdoor kitchen. So beautiful. Just situated at the front of the property is this humongous, like, I thought it was almost like a pond with a water feature and a trough. This is where the horses used to drink when this was the town sort of hall. I mean, they should definitely turn that into something. Look, I love the colours of the shutters. They are so pretty. Oh my goodness. The wine, yeah. The wine storage. Oh my gosh. The table. Oh, the artichokes. I love it. I love these napkins. They're so pretty. Oh my goodness me. So this is the work of Sébastien, the florist at Mas Castillion and Domaine de Chabran, and his work is so iconic in my opinion. He uses florals in different textures so beautifully, and this is a full showcase if you didn't get the gist of things in the hallway at Master Chabran. He's done it here too, but we are currently in the kitchen of Master Castillion, and it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm literally being the nosiest Parker ever.
Hello. Hello. Yeah. So, bonjour. For the first dish, you have a crayfish that's been caught in Camargue, aux étangs de Vacarès. You have a vinaigrette made with strawberries, a little bit of rose from Mas Castillion, and the thin jelly on top is made with orange blossom. And the little tea we're bringing you here is made with the shells of the crayfish, infused with a little bit of saffron. On the bottom there is a little marmalade that we made with kombu algae, some pumpkin seeds, and also some green olives. The sauce is made with the shells of an oyster and also some olives and a little bit of kombu as well. And then you have artichoke and then some spinach. Little take on a French classic called chou farci. It's a stuffed cabbage. Here we only made it with vegetables inside, some citrus, some toasted nuts. On the bottom, the sauce is inspired by Indian curry, but it's only made with vegetables, roasted vegetables, and infusion of herbs. And on top, the sabayon is made with a local herb called immortel.
Bon appétit! Oh my god.
You have asparagus, the lamb. And then the last one, sorry, is made with oats and a little bit of yeast as well.
Ooh.
Wow. The wine, sorry, is fig leaf, the ice cream. On the bottom, we made a frozen nougat with honey. And then a little bit of flowers from springs. And the hot sabayon that we pour is made with honey as well.
Merci. Good morning. It is our last morning here in Provence. Why does it feel like we have been here for the most wonderful and longest time? I'm not ready to go. I'm totally not ready to go home. We've got a slightly more overcast, cool day today, and we also have such a wonderful morning planned. We are being treated very, very luckily to the gentlemen from Grenier de Garçon, who are bringing a selection of antiques and curiosities for us to go through and look at and just experience. It is, a lot of these pieces are used here at Master Chabran. They get a lot of their antiques from these two gentlemen, and they have very, very kindly, we didn't ask this, okay, but they have very, very kindly come back a little bit earlier to be able to present their trunk show to us. This is something that you can do here at Master Chabran. You can have the brocante come to you, or you can go to the brocante, or you can have a specific, almost like tailor-made selection put together for you. So we are very, very lucky to have this, and we are doing so just before we head to the airport. So we are all packed up. I don't know how we've done it. I do not know how we've done it, but we have. So all of our luggage is just going downstairs. I've got my outfit on, I'll show you that downstairs. I also didn't show you, which I might have to show you all of the bits and pieces that I got whilst I was here when we get back, because when I was at Le Chassagnette, Danielle, who basically planted the entire tropical greenhouse there, gave me some cuttings to take back to England with me. I have them wrapped in a damp tissue in a plastic bag in my luggage. She gave me longevity spinach. I've got a list of all of the things that she gave me, and I have her Instagram as well, so I'll pop her Instagram in the description box down below. Yeah, I'm so excited to get home and plant them, because they're all plants that I can keep in my greenhouse all summer long, and also keep them cut back and that kind of thing in the winter, just to keep some greenery in there, because I feel like I do a huge big plant and then everything goes out and my greenhouse is bare. And so these are all things that are edible, beautiful, different types of varieties. And I also got the cheese plant, the like plant de fromage, which is incredible. It literally smells like camembert. It was unbelievable. Anyway, we're gonna head downstairs. I'm gonna show you my outfit, and then we are going to see what the gentlemen have to show us today. This is my outfit for the day. I thought I'd wear a long sleeve dress today just because it's a little bit cooler. I've got my coffee and I'm wearing some white Hermes Oran sandals. This is the dress from the White Company. I love it so much. I've also got a cardigan though because if I'm going to be getting a flight, I want to be warm. Look how beautifully this display has lasted behind us as well. I genuinely want to take it home with me. But yeah, we're going to head in now and have a look at what they've got. Breakfast spread. So these are the kinds of bits and pieces that the gentleman will be showing us today. Silverware, but like beautiful antique silverware, these glassware. But this is something I have been very, very excited to try. This is the lemon tart that Quentin is famed for. And we were supposed to have it the other evening and we just couldn't muster up eating it. It was just, we'd eaten so much that day. And so we are going to try, I'm having cake for breakfast. I'm having tart for breakfast because I can't leave without trying it. Apparently this is the number one. This is what Charlotte Rice was saying, is like, you have to have this. But this is the last breakfast. The peonies are just as sad as we are. Just a big bit. There are lots of shots of me eating in the vlogs recently, but that is basically what I have done for this entire week, is eat, and I am not mad about it. Oh wow, this is so good. Wow, wow, wow.
Hi.
Morning.
Oh, cake for breakfast. That is.
I couldn't leave without trying it.
A little basket. So cute.
I love this. This is a sign. Water rooster. And this is painted in like special pigments because they obviously did not always have these colours in the old days. So pretty. I dream of having a house fancy enough to have silverware like this, but I really, really like this one because this feels like silverware because that's a lily pad.
I suppose it's beautiful, yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
It is so, so pretty. What is this?
This one is very terrible. In France, you take this piece for put the bone on the meat and pour le gigot. And after it's very easy to
So when you do a roast leg of lamb,
Yeah.
You put this on the end, on the bone of the roast, so that you can hold it and easily do the trimming.
Oh wow.
Have you
The
done
most bougie thing ever. Like, oh, I need a silver thing to hold the bone.
It's very strong, but it's very practical.
Yeah, practical.
And
Yes.
after you put on top.
So for your Sunday roast.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Imagine me having my morning cup of tea instead of this. And this is like a burner?
This one is for sugar.
Ah, sugar.
Yes.
They were
In
so...
France, the géométrie is very...
Everything's
incredible,
so, like, detailed. It's incredible. I feel like I need to take this as like a memento of here because
Yeah.
of the...
I think it's beautiful. It's
The-
definitely nice.
The lilies.
The lilies and the pads. I think that this is like the perfect piece to have in our home. That fits, I feel like it fits beautifully in our home, and yet it is still so like linked to here. I think this is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So this is my little lute that I have got from the gentleman at Au Grenier de Garçon, and this I love. Basically what we're looking for is something like this. This is the ice bucket that we've been using at Master Chabran. We love it so, so much, and it is so ornately decorated, and I love the script on here. And the gentleman went and got this ice bucket for us. However, what I think I might end up using this for is for tablescapes and potted plants and floral displays. I just love this so much, and what a gorgeous memento to be able to take home. And then this is a gift from the two gentlemen because Ali loves pickles, and these are very, very beautiful pickle servers. So I fully hope that Ali will not ever have a pickle without these again. This was actually the first thing that I chose because I felt like this was the perfect piece to commemorate our time here. I don't know if you've seen, I show it a lot. The beautiful fountain here at Mas Castillion has water lilies in it. And this is a silver relief of a water lily. And these are all completely unique. And this was made in 1880. So a really, really special piece that feels like it's so fitting to here. And then I love little trinket trays. And this I thought would be such a special piece for a table, a side table, but also using it in entertaining and displaying things. This one is actually solid silver as well. So I have quite the loot, but we are not finished yet. But what they're going to do is ship these to me. So I wanted to show you them. But we are hunting still for the ice bucket and the little pincers. This is hilarious. I am literally trying to get my entire loot from Provence in my suitcase, and nothing is more me nowadays than antiques and some little plant sprigs. This is ridiculous. I've got my little bucket here, and I've got my 2 trays, and I also managed to get some beautiful cake, like sterling silver cake forks, because we've never had cake forks. And obviously I bake cake all the time, and I've always wanted to have some beautiful cake forks. You can't see them because they're wrapped up, but I'm trying to feed things in everywhere. But also, I love this little antiques brocante. Cause Mirabeau. I en Provence. Yeah, definitely have to keep that. Okay, so can we get all of this into my carry-on? That is the question. Come on, dear, you can do it. Yeah, I can get everything in, but it's just this one, which is my shoes. I just want to be careful of my plant babies as well. Success!
Lovely.
Perfect. Oh, okay. How much of Quentin's cake have you had?
I've had between 12 and 3 o'clock.
Honestly, we've heard nothing but amazing things about Quentin's lemon tart, and having it for breakfast I think is a whole other experience. It's essential. And when I came here 4 years ago, I loved the pavlova so much, and from what I understand, many of you have asked for the pavlova. Well, you can just throw the pavlova in the bin as far as I'm concerned, because Quentin's lemon tart and everything that Quentin has done has been incredible. We have literally gorged ourselves on his food. And
one of my favourites,
yeah,
to interrupt you, was the stuffed vegetables.
Oh my gosh, they were so good, weren't they?
Yeah, unexpected.
My favourite was the stuffed pepper and the stuffed tomato.
Yes.
Yeah, those were my absolute favourites. So, so good. And it's like good hearty food as well, which we love, but like nothing too heavy.
Yeah.
So
nothing too rich.
Yeah, nothing too rich. We feel like we've had like just the best food ever.
You remind me of my little posh.
What do you make? What is that? Have you got
honey?
Cheese and honey on bread?
Yeah, manchego, honey, toast. No, toasted.
It's so funny.
It's a really nice little honey.
Yeah.
Cheese and honey is just elite. Considering we never used to eat honey.
But I definitely think we'll be buying more from the Au Grenier de Garçon. They were so incredible and so knowledgeable and so helpful, so sweet. So what we're waiting for is for them to send us a selection of these really beautiful napkin rings that we liked a particular design of, because I really love crests. In fact, yesterday when we were at Chateau Estublon, there was a bathroom in the house that we obviously couldn't show you. I mean, you can Google in the interiors and you can see some of the pictures to get a flavour. There was one thing that I'm going to send to our antiques lady who's helping us with sourcing antiques to the house. I want an easel. I want a big bit of art on an easel in a corner.
Easel to find.
Easel to find. But also because we're going to have a chessboard in the club room, they had these really lovely chess tables as well, where they were like inlaid, but they were slightly bigger, almost like rectangular. But one of the bathrooms, the wallpaper was like crests, just repeated, and it was so like on a navy blue background with like royal reds and things like that. It was really
red, wasn't it?
No. Oh no, maybe it was, yeah. And the navy crest, and then the
very slight cross.
Yeah, it's a slight lattice detail, but then there was also the paneling that like this. it was sort of like this. The paneling was like a navy blue, and then this was like a burgundy red, and then it was like diamond lattices, and then where the lattices joined, there was crests. Now I don't know if I know that the chateau has been rebuilt, but I don't know if the crest was of any significance to the family or whatever, but you could have a crest designed.
It was a public school boy's tie made into a...
Yes, it was. Yeah, that's very good. So yeah, lots of design inspiration. And what I've loved about picking the pieces from Au Grenier de Garçon, guys, is that I feel like I've ticked a lot of things off of my list, but we didn't go super like French ornate because of our house. Like, I think you have to choose these things really carefully, and instead we went for still ornate, but like some simple lines and details, and still, you know, those more beautiful edges, but just softened slightly. So yes, I'm really looking forward to using those on the table, on the island, just to display things, but also to just build out a little, like a curated mismatch. Because when you look at this, there's just so many different textures. Like this has that more rustic sort of farmhousey feel to it, these mugs, but then you've got the more detailed plates, but then you've got the silverware. So this is really similar to the cake forks that we got, but then you've got the glassware as well. They're using chapati boards as well. I love that it feels eclectic but considered, but all different. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. Anyway, we are packed up. Ali is demolishing more of Quentin's spread, and
No airport food for me.
Pardon?
No airport food for me.
Yeah, that's famous last words. I don't believe you at all. We are home, and that was a very eventful trip home. So first of all, I feel like I have to give myself an element of cool in that we were stood in the queue looking to check in, and there was a gentleman stood in front of us, and I thought, he looks blooming cool. Like, he looks like a cool dude. Signs you're not cool using words like cool dude. And then he turned to the side, and I was like, wait a minute, I think I know who that is. I said to Ali, I was like, if he's French, it's not him. If he's American, it's him. Granted, not really looked at him in great detail for about 25 years, so wouldn't necessarily know. However, definitely looked like him because he was like one of my teenage crushes. And honestly, 16-year-old Lydia would have been screaming. Literally screaming. And any of my fellow like emo girls that liked a little bit more like rock kind of punky guys when they were growing up, you will honestly, like, he was the epitome. So stood in front of me was none other than Brandon Boyd, the lead singer of Incubus. And I was like, that looks like Brandon Boyd. And so I went onto his Instagram, and he had a literal picture of him wearing the same hat and the same jacket, and I was like, it's Brandon Boyd. And so I was saying to Ali, I was like, I will have to get a picture with him because it is Brandon Boyd, and like, you know. And then he went off in a different queue, and we went to the security queue, and it ended up that we funneled into the same thing, and he was very gentlemanly. He said, after you. And I, obviously, like the uncool person that I am, was like, I'm a very big fan. meaning I was a big fan. I mean, some of his songs are honestly like still the most incredible songs, but I haven't really followed his music into later on in life. He then said, no, please go. And I said, no, you go, whatever. Anyway, obviously I must have been so giddy with excitement that I then left my watch in security. So not only had I embarrassed myself in front of the lead singer of Incubus, but I then embarrassed myself in front of the entire like airport, because there were literally people running around trying to find me. So many people came up to me saying, you left your watch at security. And I was like running through, I've given myself blisters trying to get my watch back, but I got it back, so it was fine. And then Brandon Boyd is sat behind me on the flight. So I really did want to ask for a picture, but I didn't, because I felt like I'd already let him know that I was a fan, and I just felt like it was right to just let him be. Then he helped get my luggage down, and then I nearly got run over by one of those cars, but they have like these souped up cars at Heathrow, and it looked quite like almost like a caricature of a car. And then he said, wow, I bet you weren't expecting to see that behind you. And I was like, well, I wasn't really expecting to see Brandon Boyd behind me either, but you know, never mind. But yeah, so it was an eventful flight home, but we are home. And I did say to Ali at some point, how times have changed, in that my carry-on suitcase used to be packed full of Hermes bags, and now it is packed full of antiques and cuttings of plants that I have returned to the UK with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the greenhouse and get these in some soil quickly. I have my note. I said to myself, put this note in a safe place, Lydia, and now I can't think for the life of me where I put the note and what that safe space was. Did I put it in here? I did. So I've got her Instagram, I'm gonna follow her now. So I got spinach tuberose, please excuse my pronunciation, Guinura provenbans, and planté fromage. The other thing that she told me about that I really loved was the geranium, the rose geranium. Now you're gonna have to let me know, because flowers are not my thing. I'm very much learning about flowers at the moment. Is a rose geranium just a pelargonium? Or is there a rose geranium, which is what I want, or do I just want a pelargonium? Please let me know. I've been kind of Googling what is a rose geranium, where do I buy rose geraniums? It says rose geranium, but then it also says pelargonium. To my fellow gardeners and people that love flowers, please let me know. You'll know that flowers aren't really my jam. Anyway, I'm going to take you out to the greenhouse and get these potted up as quickly as possible, because I really am a little bit worried about how these will do. It's been a few days, so I think we should get them into some pots. But I quickly wanted to show you the other antique trinkets that the gentleman from Aiguille de Garçon gave to me. Please, I'll stop saying it in the weird accent. So this was a very, very cute gift of a cockerel. We told them about Lord Grantham, and I said to them, I don't think Ali would let me have it. And so they gave it to me, because I know that Ali's not really into these things, but this to me was just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And then these are my new sterling silver cake forks. So we got 8 of those, and we really liked them because they were still really nice and detailed and ornate, but just not quite so detailed, because honestly in the French silverware you can get things like this. Now this was a gift to Ali, and this is a pickle serving set. Probably a little bit too ornate for our house, but Mr. Millen Gordon loves his pickles and he loves his gift very, very much. And then I obviously showed you the ice bucket, but these were the sort of pincers, which, as I said, match almost identically to the cake forks. So we're going to give those a bit of a clean up, and I just think this is such a lovely touch for drinks hosting, but also such a gorgeous centre bucket. You could just put some basil in there or some flowers and just really make a centrepiece out of it. They are actually going to be looking for one for us. It's a bit more ornate. However, I have to show you this. Look at these 4. The original foursome, minus Bluebell, are sat perched on, on our garden furniture. How are you, ladies? Are you waiting for your evening corn? Is that why you're there? Where are the other girls? Oh, there they are. Why don't you join them, ladies? Why don't you join them? It's because you're so young that you feel a little bit pushed out. Our garden has absolutely exploded. All of the cow parsley is out. All of my salads are up. Everything is doing so incredibly well. Look at the raspberries. Look at all of this. Unbelievable. It's so exciting. I'm not going to give you an update in here though, although look at these lemon trees doing the most. What I'm going to do is I am going to pop these ones, these little stalks that I've got, in water until they sprout some little roots, and then I'll put them into some pots. I think with these 2 they might need a little bit. Yeah, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of these and send them to Danielle and just see if I'm doing this right. And then with this, I think I need to double check what she thinks I should do with the little root, because I can't even remember what this is. I can't remember. Anyway, I will be giving you a big catch up at the house very, very soon. But I am so exhausted. I need to have a pedicure. I didn't have a pedicure before I left, and I desperately need a pedicure. So I'm about to have that, and I'm going to spend a bit of a long weekend at home. So I'm going to have an early night tonight, wake up refreshed. I'm going to go see Atlas as well. I missed him so much. Literally, I would tell anyone that would listen. They'd be like, oh, what animals do you have at home? I'd be like, oh, you know, 2 sausage dogs, some chickens, a cat, but I also have a horse. I have my own horse. Sorry, absolute child. Can tell I'm overtired, need to go to bed. So that's what I'm going to do. Have a pedicure and go to bed. These are now in water. I've messaged Danielle for all of her help, but yes, I've popped these in water and hoping for the best.